Hi guys, it's Joyce from my craft room again. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you to Kate. Hope you all had a chance to go to Mega Meet this year. We sure look forward to doing that again next year. So, anywho, today we're here to talk about Gilding Flakes and Aurora Flakes. These are made by Creative Expressions, actually by Cosmic Shimmer for Creative Expressions. So we're going to get started on that, and I will switch cameras. Before we get into the particulars, there is something you need to be aware of. Of course, that is the coupon code that's featured in conjunction with this video. You can find everything from this video at mycraftroom.com. If you put this code MEGA15, MEGA15, in the discount box at checkout, you will save 15% on your total order. No exceptions this time. So be sure to take advantage of that. Now, this is what we're doing. This is the card I made to show you one way to use these flakes. This is a butterfly die from Altenew. It is from a set called Bountiful Butterflies. There's 3 different dies in the set. Any butterfly will work. Any ornament die, any flower die, snowflakes, leaves, branches. There's not many things I can think of that wouldn't look better with some flakes on it. But I chose this butterfly and our Harvest Moon Gilding Flakes. If you look closely, you can, I hope, see that there's turquoise in here, gold, copper, some pink, some purple. I mean, it's my favorite, I have to say. Also on this card is a little sneak peek, is a sentiment from the Pinkfresh Studios Perfect Sentiment set, I believe. It is done with their hot foil plate and the coordinating die that lets you foil and cut or stamp and cut a whole bunch of sentiments at one time. One stamp or one foil and one die cuts them all. So hopefully that will be the next video. Anyway, onward. In order to do this, you need a piece of scrap cardstock big enough to fit your die, and then you need a piece of double-sided adhesive. Now this is Altenew's double-sided adhesive sheets with flakes on it. There are 10 sheets in the pack. They are slightly bigger than 8.5 by 11, and they are $15.99. So they're a good price for the adhesive sheets. And what I especially like about those is that there's the right amount of adhesive on them. You don't need super duper heavy duty, and you don't want anything too thin. Stick it, for instance, which I love for my die cuts when I'm going to just stick something down. It's great, but I think that the adhesive on the top where you're going to lay the flakes is going to be too thin, and the adhesive might tend to roll around a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the die that I cut out of the cardstock on the back, adhesive on the front. And since I forgot my pokey tool, you're going to have to bear with me a second while I peel the backing, oh yay, off of the butterfly. That can go in the trash. And then we're going to take our gilding flakes, and the Aurora flakes work exactly the same way. We're just going to take a couple of pinches of the flakes out of the jar and pat them down on the adhesive. Whoa, that was kind of a lot. You don't have to worry about it because, of course, they can all go right back in the jar. But I wanted to show you that there are other colors in here, not just gold. Anyway, you're going to spread them out all over the adhesive until you've covered up all the sticky parts. And you just do it with your finger. No special tools required. And like I said, anything extra that you pull out can go right back in the jar. And you'll feel the exposed adhesive with your fingers as you spread these out, so there won't be any big surprises. Now, the secret weapon for making this go from this to the one I just showed you on the card, which is now missing, is this little thing. This is a piece of Rub It Scrub It. Now, you may remember Rub It Scrub It from years back. It's designed to be a stamp cleaning tool. It's a stamp cleaning pad. I just cut it into smaller pieces, and then I use it to just gently rub over the butterfly, over the flakes, to smooth them out, kind of burnish them down, and it gets rid of all the excess, so you don't have to worry about anybody who receives one of your gilded creations getting flakes everywhere. Now, while you're doing this, of course, you don't want to sit under a ceiling fan or outside on a breezy day, because they will blow around. And honestly, I normally do this process in a little metal baking pan, a little, dollar store aluminum pan. It does a really good job of holding all the flakes in place, but I was afraid it was going to give a little more glare than we needed today on the camera. So there is our beautiful butterfly, all smooth, no loose flakes, all ready to go. And then all you're going to do is just kind of shovel your excess back together and throw it back in your jar. Even all the little bits of powder, it all works. Just scoop it back in there. Now, another thing that you can do with the flakes is use them through a stencil. Let me just grab that. If you take a stencil, and I'm going to just move this out of the way. If you take a stencil, lay it on your cardstock, and I know this is kind of hard to see. Try it this way. That's better. This is Cosmic Shimmer's Flake and Glitter Glue. Now, this is my personal bottle, and it's almost used up, but it works great. This is the tackiest glue I've ever used, and it just stays tacky. So you don't have to wait for it to dry, because it's not gonna. You just put a little on a sponge, or I use this. This is a piece of cut and dry foam. I just squirt a little on, and I pat the adhesive through my stencil onto the cardstock underneath. When I'm done, peel the stencil off, go put it in some, warm water, in a tray of water, because you don't want the glue to dry on it. And by the time you're done with that, the adhesive on, that you've stenciled onto your cardstock should have set up enough to be tacky enough for you to take your flakes and do exactly the same process. Spread them out over the glue on the cardstock. Burnish it all down with your fingers till you've covered up all the adhesive, and then burnish it with the Rub It Scrub It. Works every time. Now, I've got a few more samples here to show you. This was done with a die cut using one of the Aurora Flakes. Now, the Aurora Flakes look like this. They come in a smaller jar. and they are not the, they're not the earth tone colors per se. They are a much finer flake, and we have about 18 different colors. In fact, let me just show you this swatch board here. This is not all of the colors, but you can kind of see. This one is Enchanted Forest. It's blues and greens and golds. We've got Rainbow Sherbet that's kind of golds and peach tones. Amber Glow is kind of a fuchsia and gold. And it's really hard to see these here. Festive Jewel is a good one for the holidays. It's gold and green and little red flakes in it. Icy Lagoon is another good one for this time of the year. I use this on some snowflakes. It's silver with little bits of blue and green. Oriental Fire is purple and gold. Confetti is kind of a pink and blue and silver. Firefly Sparkle is gold with black and red flecks. I can't seem to put this in a way you can see them. And Royal Sparkle is silver with blue and red. But we have many, many more colors. You can see them all on the website. This is jade gold. It's green and gold. There's a, that's not it. There's a golden onyx. I'll show you a sample of that. It's gold and black, and there's a black and silver, so all kinds of them. This one, I believe, was the Amber Glow, like I say, done out of on a die cut. This is one, if you did go to Mega Meat, hopefully you had a chance to do our make and take. This is Harvest Moon on a leaf. Great for this time of the year, for sure. This is that golden onyx I used on a vase. You can hopefully see the golden black. This is one I did through a stencil, and you can see what nice crisp lines you get. And this is my favorite. These are some Altenew dies, just leaves, and a vase from the Versatile Vases 2 set. Those colors are just amazing. Anyway, those are samples. There are several other colors of the larger gilding flakes also. There's a solid silver, a solid gold. There is Autumn Leaves, which has some blues and oranges, reds. There's Copper. There's Summer Meadow, which has some nice kind of sagey colors in there with the gold. Red Blaze, which is a much redder copper mix. And that's Red Blaze again. And this one, I'm going to have to open this one to show you. Oh, no, I can't. It's called Mulled Wine. Sorry, no, this is Gemstones. Gemstones. It doesn't do it justice in this jar, but again, you can see better colors on the website. So, I hope you give them a try. They really are fun. They're a little bit messy, but not, nothing that dramatic that a baby wipe won't take care of. One more time. mycraftroom.com is the website. Mega15 is the discount code that will give you 15% off all of these things and many, many, many others on our website. So I hope you take advantage. Take a look at the flakes. They're really fun. And we will look forward to seeing you the next time. Have a great day.